Hello! Welcome! I'm Rhett, Captain of the Custodians, and tonight I'm going to be reading another session of Tokyo Ghoul. It's going to be session 5, if I'm not mistaken, which is hopefully what I titled the video. Before we get started, we're going to do some shout-outs. Wait a little bit for people to get in. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. There's Vigilantes out, right? Wait a minute. Is that this week or next week? It has to be this week because there wasn't one last week, right? Well, shit. If there wasn't one, if there was one last week and I didn't read it, then there's obviously one this week because I didn't read the one last week. So there has to be one. Hold up. Hold your horses. Oh, thanks, Jenny. I really appreciate it. But yeah, hold on, Jenny. If you're here for Tokyo Ghoul, we gotta wait a second, because I forgot. There's Vigilantes out. I'm fantastic. How are you guys doing? I'm not mistaken, right? It didn't skip a week? Vigilantes. Wait, did I already read this? I can't remember. What was the last Vigilantes we read? Season 6 in June or October? It's October. It's October. Because I know it's coming out in the fall. Yeah? Hey! Yeah, I am in the middle of a stream. It's Joe. Yeah, he's saying hi. Sure, yeah, absolutely. Peace. Yeah, no, peace out. Well, that was a fun cameo, wasn't it? I think that's last week's. Well, I didn't read last week. So, because I had finals. So this came out last week. Then this is brand new. Oh, I gotta rename the stream. Hero Academia Vigilantes. Vigilant it is. This is chapter 15. 115. 115. Never read or watched Tokyo Ghoul beyond 2 episodes, so I'm just here to see. Aw, thanks. Well, I'm freaking enjoying Tokyo Ghoul, but we're not on Tokyo Ghoul right now. Sorry for the bait and switch there. Hold on, I'm gonna give it about 40 more seconds, and then we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into it. But yeah, today was fun. You know, a new Demon Slayer and the season 6 trailer, which has that trailer made my life so much easier. Yeah, Koichi can move. Oh man, did that trailer just make my life so much easier? All right, and 7 more seconds. How are you liking Vigilantes? I really like Vigilantes. I like it a lot. You know, I think Koichi is super cool as a protagonist. Like, from a character standpoint and from a quirk standpoint, I think his quirk is really interesting. Koichi versus Deku, like in a character versus character, or like in a fight? The trailer looked fantastic. It looks really good. Oh, and I love the dun, 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 dun with the Shiggy. Man, I ate that shit up. Hold up! Let me read Vigilantes first, and then we can talk trailer and Vigilantes and all that stuff. I want to read it, because you guys know, goddammit, you can get me talking about shit for hours. All right, hold up. There we go. This is My Hero Academia Vigilantes Chapter 115. Let's get started. As a giant explosion happens. Whoa! That's a big blast! What a sight. A portrait of hell itself. Stacked up like so much kindling, the Anon troops and their bomber cells are now combusting. By the way, is this too loud? Because I can turn it down if it is. I'll just turn it down anyways, just a little bit. The entire faceless army has become an offering at the altar to summon a single transcendent being. Number 6. Is this how you envisioned your world? Your ideal world? Is this your concept of a true hero? Conclusion! Oh shit! Talking about both MHA and Tokyo Ghoul, there's some pretty good verse battle potential for the series. We'll see. We'll see. Tokyo Ghoul hasn't shown me kind of the upper They could definitely fight some of the lower tier MHA characters for sure. But I'm not that far into Tokyo Ghoul, so who knows? Things might get crazy. Alright, let's continue. The bomber villains all blew themselves up. And the guy on my tail got swallowed up by the blast. As he just explodes, and he is, Jesus Christ, look at him, he's got a fucking, oh, I thought he was exploding. Nope, he is energized meching. Oh, shit. As his little fucking bone skeleton right there is getting ready to throw a punch. Man, I'm glad I chose the Attack on Titan music. Kaboom! Jesus Christ! As he, ragdolling away. Jeez, what now? Like a wrecking ball! Made it by the skin of my teeth. Oh. My leg's busted! Oh! Now I'm down an arm. And some ribs. Hard to breathe. Oh, crap. Can't pick myself up. You don't need to pick yourself up. You are sliding glide. You don't need to run. Man said, Susanoo! Gotta get off the road. These attacks from above are gonna squish me flat. Better hide in a building or something. There's a helicopter. Broken arm, broken leg, some busted ribs, probably. Not to mention bruises, burns, and scrapes all over. Must have lost a ton of blood too. Never been in such bad shape before. Chopper's still out there. What's taking All Might so long? Hope he decides to show before my time's up. Your hidden target will be trickier than to hit underneath a derelict building. I'm afraid he's a master of hide and seek. The clock is ticking for you, number 6. What's your next move? Accurately assess all their injuries? Yeah, exactly. Burning, hot, scorching heat, blinding light, no air to breathe, and the same searing pain as that moment when I was wreathed in flame. My brain is burning hotter than any fire. It's overheating beyond belief inside my skull. My own little inferno burning me away to nothing. It's time to make that internal fire explode forth! Look at this Ghost Rider motherfucker! Number 6, destruction style. Holy shit! Very well. Is this the conclusion you've reached? Ha 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 ha! Much like my old chum. Smashing mortal machinations to dust and ash with overwhelming violence. Holy shit! And it's goddamn over already! Goddamn son of a bitch! Man, for a second I was even getting played. I was like, oh shit, is All Might here? Am I gonna be able to voice All Might in his prime? Look at this! Holy shit, look at this goddamn motherfucker. Number 6 has gone through like 9 different transformations in this past arc. Just to get this one guy whose ability is that when he is on the ground, he can slide. Number 6 Dobby tier? Like, legit? One through 11 of Vigilantes. I have 2 volumes of Vigilantes, 9 and 10. I bought 9. I had more than just 9, but I returned them. I needed gas money. This was the one that everybody wanted me to read before the Shirakumo episode. And I'm glad I did! Yeah, I'm surprised 6 has never been mentioned if he's this powerful. Well, there is like a blackout going on right now, so maybe like news coverage. Well, I guess there's a helicopter on the scene, so yeah, they would be able to see this. But it's all relative, right? If All Might comes and just, you know, bops him on the head, and he's knocked out, and that's it, he's done, then as big and as scary as he is, to everybody else, he was just another villain that All Might easily defeated. Like, because this has not been the first giant villain we've seen. Hell, aside from just Land Shark that we saw in the first episode, there was also the 2 giant monsters that were fighting when Nejire, Uraraka, and Tsuyu were interning under Ryukyu when they came in and smacked those giant guys' asses. So, while intimidating and really fucking scary and powerful, like, we know he's super fucking powerful, but if All Might comes in and just boonk, then he's just another big guy. Low-key think Nejire would sweep him, to be honest. Thinking about it. I don't know. We haven't gotten to see Nejire really all out yet. I think it's the issue. And to answer your question between who would win in a fight between Koichi and Midoriya, probably Midoriya. Like, Koichi has absolutely ludicrous speed and reaction time, but we've seen during this fight, he's only been on the defensive. Like, sure, he doesn't want to resort to Shooty Go Blam, because Pop doesn't like it when he uses it. But I don't think he has anything in his arsenal that could, you know, topple a building just by hitting the air around it. And, you know, Midoriya has more actual combat experience. Not to say that this guy, that Koichi hasn't fought in people a lot, because he's been fighting people fucking for a couple years now. But still, I would give it to Midoriya. But Koichi he's so good. There has been plenty of fights in the verse that don't get reported on the public. All for One versus All Might in their prime. True. But this one, I mean, that one was specifically kept under wraps by, like, everybody. I guess now would be the time to start asking me questions about the trailer. Whilst I listen to amazingly epic Attack on Titan music. But goddamn. He is kind of forming the All Might bunny ears. How long do you think native will last? I have 3 answers. I have 3 answers for that. The meme, all the way, baby. The meme, he dies before he shows up. And the more realistic, he dies somewhere during the battle. I would prefer it to be one of these two. If he has to die, I want it to be like he gets hit by a car before he even gets there. But he's not gonna... I would like Native to live. Seriously, name one other, not just channel on YouTube, human being who gives as much of a shit about Native as we do. Even though the whole reason we give a shit about him is because we shit on him. The characters going to the hospital can fly. We got Ryukyu, Endeavor, Gran Torino. Rocklock can help people fly. I want to rewatch AOT before part 2 of season 4. 2022 is truly going to be a remarkable year for season 6 of MHA and AOT ending. Yeah, and Chainsaw Man, and we still got Demon Slayer. There's a lot of awesome stuff going on in that particular time frame. My father sent me a meme. He's a great guy. He's the best person ever. But yeah, I like the bunny ears. Let's see. Let's say 1 below this one. So, 1 story, 2 story, 3 stories, 4 stories, 5. Yeah, it's about 50 feet tall. Shit, that would make him taller than Aaron. By a little bit. Betting pool for season... Gonna start a death betting pool for season 6? We'll do something. We may do another Sir Night-Eye challenge. But considering how season 6 is, also considering that a lot of our predictions kind of, I imagine, are gonna bleed into season 6. So we might do something different, like a Deadpool. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do something for season 6. God damn. Also, I love voicing All For One. I don't think I quite did it well this time. I need to get into the All For One groove. It's been a while since I've heard it. But, yeah, I really enjoy voicing him. As a manga reader of MHA, I'm curious to see how they adapt the season since it's a huge spectacle. Kind of wish season 6 came out in 2023 just to guarantee the best production quality. Yeah, because I hear, I can kind of get if people had that kind of feeling that season 5 didn't have the amount of spectacle. Or the animation quality to match the spectacle. Because it did seem like the animation was really high quality in the beginning, or at least they were giving scenes that didn't necessarily need high quality animation, at least during like the joint training arc. Hold on a sec, I gotta turn my fan on.
Have no fear, because I am here.
What was that? For 5 bits? Oh, thanks! And yeah, I did that. I put that up and I completely forgot I did that. Joint training got a lot of love, but sidelines, Endeavor Agency and the MVA sadly. Yeah, like the randomly high quality scene of Beast grabbing Kaminari and him about to get electrocuted. Or, Bakugo flying through the vents and stuff. It kind of just set up like everything was going to be of that quality or higher. Not to say that there weren't great pieces of animation, as we went into the other arcs. Like, obviously you can name basically anything with Shigaraki in the in MVA, but I would like to see the utmost care given to season 6. But I don't really know who wouldn't. I've heard like people considering that it might have been because of the movie, but I've also heard claims that that's not the case, so I'm not gonna say anything definitively. Sorry if you hear my dog She loves to bark at just the most inopportune times. But, oh, yeah, and God, I just love how we got to see the people going to the compound. Oh, one thing we didn't catch in the reaction, Tokoyami's there. So Tokoyami is in the compound raid. So we've got Tokoyami, Kaminari, Juzo, and Kinoko. At least those are who we know. There may be more. Oh, and Amajiki, but I'm not necessarily counting him. I think they didn't allocate any budget per se, but I've heard a lot of their better animators worked on the movie instead of the latest seasons. Well, hey, I'm just excited to see the movie, I guess. But why? Because Kinoko and Juzo, AoE, like area of effect control, crowd control. That's what they're like. They're really good at that. Hold on, I can't justify this epic music anymore. Can't really blame the animators since they are extremely talented for working under those time constraints with the higher ups in the studios and complete control of the final product. Yeah, exactly. But so we got Kinoko and Juzo who are crowd control. But then you got, I guess Tokoyami can kind of be crowd control if he like really lets out a big dark shadow. So, and he's just a hard hitter who can also fly, so maybe it's also about like recon and message delivering. But why Kaminari? He is a great all-rounder. Like, he's strong. If he has it under control, he can let out a big dark shadow to wreak some hazard. He can fly. Kaminari. So Kaminari has the potential for crowd control. But unlike the other two, he can't control it. Or at least nearly as well. And so you don't want your crowd control to be a hindrance to your crowd, your team. Which is why the only thing I could come up with in the reaction was if he's a lightning rod in case there's any offensive electric quirk users. Because we know from Heroes Rising that he can attract and conduct electricity. So, I mean, I guess that'd be just a safe bet. Like, because there's so many opponents with so many different quirks, having somebody there who can be there just in case somebody has an AoE lightning attack. Hot take, but I personally think Tokoyami is stronger than Todo, Deku, and Bakugo at the current point in the anime. Not by much, though. I mean, maybe. I mean, he's very similar to Midoriya in that his 100% is something he can't rely on. I mean, we saw Dark Shadow casually toss away Moonfish, but I'd have to see. His quirk is so good. It's so good. Having a quirk that allows you to have a drone, basically, that controls itself, like it's sentient, that can go a great distance away from you, that's super strong. Yeah, I would still put him below Todoroki, Bakugo, and Midoriya, but he's still absolutely a powerhouse. I think a good question would be where would you rank Ida higher than Tokoyami or Tokoyami higher than Ida? He's definitely in the higher echelon of at least ratings solely based off of strength of quirks in 1A, possibly UA. God, this shot. Ida with Turbo is no joke either. Yeah, exactly. I had to fight the urge to voice him like this when he's a skeleton. It's overheating beyond belief inside my skull. My own little inferno burning me away to nothing. Time to make that eternal fire explode forth. Looking forward to possible Stain rematch. Yeah, I am, but really the thing I'm most looking forward to in terms of rematches is Midoriya versus Muscular. Because it's gotta happen. It's just too perfect. It's too good. Because the villains are gonna win. They're gonna bust out all for one in Tartarus. And what happens when you bust out all for one in Tartarus? You bust everyone else out in Tartarus. So, fucking, I want that. Come on, it's so good. It's just right there. Take it. It's right there. Just take it. Tokoyami gets stressed to his potential for sure. I mean, We could definitely possibly see it. I mean, we know how he gets when he's emotional. And, oh, shit. Not only are his classmates there, which he has an attachment to, as well as his faculty, his teachers, but Hawks is there. He's going to the same place Hawks is, so if Hawks gets injured really bad, we might see something like that. That'd be super interesting. It would be kind of neat, though, like if Tokiyami uses his flight to save Hawks, because Hawks is the reason why Tokiyami can even fly. So that'd be kind of a neat, little through line. Muscular is a combination of Venom and Carnage, which is awesome. Yeah, he's kind of got this insanity of Carnage, but the like the kind of the physique of Venom. I mean, he's way buffer than at least most depictions of Venom. But since the whole Kamino incident did a lot for his character, he's bloodthirsty like Carnage. Yeah. Ah, man, should we move on to Tokyo Ghoul? What do you guys think? Like 2-3 hours of Ghoul Fest, Ghoul time? I think it's time for the Ghoul. God, that looks so good. All right, well, it's Tokyo Ghoul time. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for following, by the way, because we're about to end the stream. How this works is when I read Tokyo Ghoul, I end the stream after reading it, and then we immediately start another stream for Tokyo Ghoul. So it's a nice, easy thing to do, to put it in playlists and stuff. Are you planning to read Chainsaw Man? No, I'm planning to watch Chainsaw Man with Gabe and Joe, which is, we're so excited. I mean, how can you not be excited about a guy whose head is a chainsaw? That's like the peak of cool. The only thing that could possibly be any cooler is if his head was a pump action or double barrel shotgun. That's the only possible way. That's the only thing cooler than a chainsaw. But again, thank you so much for watching. This has been my read-through of My Hero Academia Vigilantes Chapter 115. Gonna end the stream, gonna start up another one for Tokyo Ghoul. So if you're live and not watching this on YouTube in the future,